Yay, they're nerfing Spirit Hammer.
Praise Odin. That's the theme.
Reducing the attack speed.
That's good. So like double or triple?
I don't know. It just says from what
Can I actually hear it?
Hi everyone.
Communicate with us.
Hi.
Communicate.
AT phone home. Are you sure they can hear us?
Yes, they should be able to hear you all.
Crazy.
Chat room. Wake up. We're actually...
They're like, hey,
Oh my gosh.
I told you.
I think there's two of them. Okay. I punched my Skype in the face, but that's besides the point.
I'm refreshing.
Do you want to do an intro thingy?
That's your job.
Oh, I thought... Were you playing music?
I already did the intro. I did everything. You were just talking through it all. Now they can all hear us.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, hello and welcome to the Boons and Condition live podcast. As you can see, we've been plagued by many difficulties, which is wonderful. But my name's Failure. I'm the host of the Madhouse, and we're going to discuss the state of the game post Beta Weekend 3, which is also the final Beta Weekend, sadly. So if you haven't purchased, pre-ordered, do so because the game will be out in a month. It's 28th. If you pre-order or pre-purchase, it'll be August 9th. But to introduce, I can see myself. Laperza is back for E3 trip. I think she got lost on the way back. So, how are you doing, Loop?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to finally be back on Boons and Conditions for our first episode on live camera.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Again, if you don't already, I'm sure you all do, but she's the team manager of Alpha Collective. So, and Quark, who is here in another podcast with us. How you doing, Quark?
I'm doing pretty awesome.
That's good. Oh yeah, no, we appreciate it. And also our slot is after so much is a fellow named Title, and it's spelled T-P-Y-O. I'm here enough to understand that. He's a skilled, structured player, and we've been beta in 1, and he somehow stuck around. He doesn't hate us too much. So, how you doing? If you could introduce yourself, that would be wonderful.
Hi everybody. My mic is? Okay.
Sweet.
I played a variety of MMO, but I'm looking forward to Guild Wars 2 in Pyramid.
Good. What other MMOs have you played in the past?
Started off with Star Wars Galaxies and moved to WoW and dabbled in Rift and KOTOR, but ended up here.
Very cool. Well, we have a few headline major stories, so to speak, so everyone can chime in with what they think, and we kind of went over these briefly earlier, but there is no DirectX 11 for launch, which is kind of weird, because you think it'd be really standard nowadays, but it's only DirectX 9. What do you guys think about that, if anything?
Well, I originally heard that they were put 11 into release, so I'm kind of surprised that they're saying no, we're not playing this in now. I'm a little angry at it because I wanted it to have DirectX 11.
You want pretty graphics?
Yeah, yeah. The game should come with DirectX 11.
Yeah, it's got a small topic, but it's there. It's I think for the structure of the game, but yeah. I think the other really important thing that they announced over the weekend on the forums was when you delete a character, you have a 24-hour hold on that character name, which is awesome because I'm going to take all my names, but I don't really care how the characters look. I just want to reserve the name. So what do you guys think about that? Good feature?
I don't think it's too crazy of a feature. I mean, you can read your names at the start, like first hour into the game, you're just like, make a character. Alright, go to the next one, make a character.
Yeah.
So you can get all the names you want. And once you have those names, I can't really foresee them being sniped in like the 15-minute window that it'll take to make your character the second time.
I've had my character name sniped after doing that before, but that's because I kind of throw my names out there. That was in Rift and Vanguard, though.
Yeah, I'm wondering if people are going to like steal high-profile names just so that they can't have their names. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have names taken like, oh, let's say Total Biscuit. That's my smooth transition. So, for those that didn't watch, and hopefully that's no one, but LaPerza got the honor of streaming last night, and Total Biscuit. So can you tell us about that?
I was just streaming, and I don't know, Total Biscuit joined my chat, and I messaged him on Skype, and I was like, hey, you want to join me? But we were on opposite servers, so we couldn't actually like group together. So what we ended up doing was just, talking on Skype while we were both playing in separate worlds. It was pretty funny. And I think there were a few people that were actually watching who were in other servers, so they were updating us on who was winning on theirs. It was pretty funny. Of course, yeah, we both turned into robots at one point, so.
I'm kind of confused by the server technology, and I'm sure someone understands it, but I'm on Isle, and everyone else, you guys, are on Anvil Rock. But I managed to see Keto, I saw Quark, I saw Typo, all running around as robots. Well, not Quark, he was like the final red guy? Was that the color?
Yeah.
No, I made it as the final gold team. Gold
I
for life.
tweeted that they should bring about your doom in
Oh, that ending event was one of the best things in gaming that I've done. I really hope they make it into a real full thing.
So many people disliked it, but I think it's because they were intimidated or they didn't understand where the concept derived from, maybe?
Yeah, it is more of a niche game.
Well, Daisy, that's...
Yeah,
people
if you
don't
play
know.
Daisy, you're just
Well,
yeah.
it was like Hunger Games.
Yeah, you mean Battle Royale.
Yeah, so,
Battle
yeah,
Royale.
Battle Royale. It was pretty fun. I thought that it was pretty cool, and Total Biscuit was saying that it was pretty cool as well. I think that it definitely needs more polish, so hopefully they, progress on it, but I really think it's a really cool idea, and I hope that they continue with it.
Yeah, I was talking to John Peters during the event, and it took him, another guy, 12 hours to do all that. So, with more time, they could do something amazing with
Wow.
that.
See, and that's the thing too, is people, they're doing all these things that we already expect them to do, right? And then on top of that, they took the time to make this really cool event for us. I just really hope that people understand that and they take that into effect. Because a lot of people were hating on the event, and I was like, really? That someone took time to, work on that. It's unfortunate that you guys are all being asshats.
Yeah, no, it was really different. And, I kind of wish maybe it was explained more. It's a final event. It's supposed to be kind of chaotic and stuff, so whatever.
Well, they give you those big grace periods to kind of understand what you were doing, or at least
They
that's
had
what
a
I spent my time.
tutorial. People could have read
Yeah,
stuff.
I read all the stuff, and then I was like, okay, let's do this, and I died twice before the start of the big match thingy. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I got this under control. I know how to do this, and reading and knowing how to do things let best gold guy alive.
Well, let's meet wow. Doing this live messes me up. Let's go into some real topics. So John Peters, your good friend, Quark, said the top 3 professions that need the most love are, and I'm going to have some fun with you guys. If you haven't seen it already, don't say it, but tell us what you think the 3 professions that need the most love are. So go at it. You have a second or two. Who's in the background? Dude,
That's Zamoa, I think you're talking about.
Guardian. No, I totally say that. Guardian. So oh, it's Jeramore. Awesome. Okay, I am very happy you're in the chat, by the way. Kind of swordsman. Oh, there's a ton of you people we know. I love you all. What a lovely day. Okay. Well, basically, in no particular order.
Obviously, Faye is super distracted right now. He's like, there are things all over the screen.
Well, there's people I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since high school. No. Thief, Mesmer, and Necromancer. And I think everyone can agree with Thief and Mesmer. I will defend Necromancer. I will defend it. It needs love. I think everyone got the impression that it doesn't need love from Beta Weekend 1 when they're running around with axes and killing everyone. So, what do you guys think about it? Do you agree with those 3?
Most definitely the Mesmer. They're just not a class in SPVP. The Thief, I think, could definitely use more than what they have. They have some really good builds, but they're very niche. So I think they do need a lot of work there. As for the Necro, I think they need the least amount of the lovin'. In those three. Out of those three. They definitely do need more lovin', but they're pretty okay.
They're not bad. They definitely just sounded like they're down states, you know. Typo, you silent goof. What do you think here?
Well, I think based on the 50 or so matches we played over the weekend, you would find similar compositions between almost every team. You'd find Warrior, Guardian, and Elementalists usually. In some cases, two Guardians or two Elementalists. Very few Mesmers or Thieves in particular, and that kind of just shows low numbers, kind of not a really good role.
Yeah. We're also if you didn't have a Guardian in your 5-man tournament group, you were doing it completely wrong.
Yeah.
I think that I know that Total Biscuit was talking to me and he was saying how he tried to play a Thief in PvE and it was just really difficult to do it. You only either had melee or ranged option, and it wasn't it didn't feel like, some of the other classes you feel okay, I feel more like I'm a Guardian, or I feel like I'm a Warrior, or I feel like I'm an Engineer, whereas these other classes, they didn't really have that. And I agree with the Thief one, because in PvP there isn't really a lot of room for them to grow. And then as far as the Mesmer, I've seen a lot of people in PvE just having a really difficult time even just playing a Mesmer, because it's a very group-oriented thing, because they can't really take a lot of hits. So, they're trying to get their pets to do stuff, but sometimes your pets don't really tank that well, and they get hit a couple times and they're down. So I can understand it from a PvP sense, where some people are saying oh, Mesmers are okay, but definitely in a PvE, now that I've played in a PvE scenario the last BWEs, I've been noticing that the difference between the balance in PvP and PvE is completely different, and it's, I don't know how they're going to work both of those.
It's going to be tough, but considering the game's about to release, and again, they have 5 weeks, and John Peters actually has a really good quote about that in the Necromancer thread. I'll put in the show notes when we release those later. But he says, hey, we have 5 weeks. We have to tweak a lot of numbers, so a lot of the concepts are there, the abilities and such are really good. But tweaking a lot of numbers, I think that'll probably easy, because they have a really big team. They said they expanded 3-fold for Guild Wars 2 from Guild Wars 1.
Yeah, and what they did in Guild Wars is they completely, or almost completely, separated the PvE and PvP in the skills they had. And in PvP, the main thing I can think of now is the shadow wall, and in PvP you're invulnerable for maybe 2 seconds or something like that. Whereas in PvE, it was you're invulnerable for 10 seconds. And they both balanced the two separately. And I think that with time, I see that Guild Wars 2. Hopefully it comes pretty quickly, because I think we just need that, have really focused balance on the PvP, and really focused balance on the PvP as well.
Yeah. Now we do have an agenda here. We have a schedule, but like any good politician, that came out. We have an agenda, but basically we want to interact with the chat room. This is our first live stream, so we'll just kind of shift from the balance topic to some related issue, and that's the meta. It has to do with balance, team compositions, and for the didn't, Quark was streaming a lot on the AC channel, but it was him, it was it was Quark, Keto, the AC member, and our fifth was Typo's friend, who's a Guardian, who handled the group. I have to say.
Well, SPV people matches is Guardian and 4 friends.
Yeah, it's basically whoever can go with the Guardian. But did you say he played weekend Typo, or did he? Okay. He still played really well, I thought. I'm not an expert by any means. I just run the website. But yeah, the Guardian super cool. The meta. I mean, what would you like to see us answer during the chat room? Basically, everyone's running a Guardian. Any team posed a challenge, and if I'm wrong, folks, but they always had a guard, and they were challenging 2 guardians.
To stop the lull, yeah, the Guardians want more in team where crucial. Other than that, you could have whatever other 4 professions you wanted, more or less. Like, couldn't do really well if you had 3 thieves or even 2 thieves. Say only 1 thief. Like, the meta is a little confusing right now, because it is kind of just Guardian 4, and then also the maps, so of course you have different strategies and metas. Like, I'm gonna say a meta is each person goes to their separate lane, like you have in MOBAs. That's gonna be different across the 3 maps. Like, for me personally, on the Faux map, I like went around and provided artillery support, throw grenades onto the center point, and then scouted and kind of run man between points. And in Kylo, I didn't do like any of that. I just went on the Treb and either had our Treb or their Treb, or maybe helped out a point when they were killing our Treb. And then on the final map, which was the Forest Fell, I was a team player in that. Just stick with the team, let the team kill the NPCs, and I would like with the team to count points. So saying any one overall broad thing about maps right now is kind of because you don't really have those assets that you must have. There's also no flavor of the build right now because we haven't had enough time.
Yeah, pretty strong. As for they're strong, that had to do with our team composition, which a lot of people kind of had in a sense. You generally Guardian, and the reason they're good is because they don't die and they hold points. They can take for each because of their bubble bouncing out of the control point. So what we did in our strat, support Necromancer, and yes, you can look at that, but it worked decently. Work again, Engineer. Typo was a condition spec. That you run condition spec Ranger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He led everyone out. It was crazy. And again, Guardian support, and Kiddo was kind of hybrid warrior. Probably the way you should play it, but he and Axe and Warhorn, and then he also
most
had,
importantly, he did not run 100 blades.
He did not run 100 blades. It was Axe, Warhorn, and his why can't I think of the weapon they ran?
Sword and mace, I think.
That's right, sword and he did not run a shield. A lot of people think that's very odd, but he didn't run shield, he didn't run 100 blades with a sword. But anyways, the point is that the support Guardian and myself, support Necro, will stay in the middle. We basically hold this point, but generally there's a giant melee at the beginning of the match. After we kill them, they kind of burst and try to capture different points. The thing is that Typo and Fork or these other points cap them. If they didn't support beyond what they needed, I would go, because again, support, I'm throwing down Wells, Conditions, Feared, and 50% uptime protection, and capture, and the guard would stay in the middle the whole time, and anyone who would run to the middle, try capture, knock them out constantly. I mean, am I right by explaining that? Is that pretty much what I did for battles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, so with the support warrior or any warrior, with the Guardian, you have your bubble when you start to res, so you pretty much always res your teammates unless you're making some kind of stability. Which, little secret here, teams are going to be running stability short after the game was released, because they're going to figure it out, and that's going to be on the Guardians.
Yeah. I have a poll really quick. If chat room can go in, I'm probably going to make a Reddit thread. Like Typo said earlier, I think we have 50 matches for tournaments with the 80 folks or so.
100% win.
Yeah,
except
we
for like 2.
For like 2 matches, all wins. It's a brag. Well, I mean, everyone's getting used to the game. That's fine. We had a really good composition, and we're kind of nuts about the game, so we know what we're doing, I think. But what do you guys see? Do you want to see casted matches? Do you want to see raw footage you hear the voice chat and hear us yell and proclaim we're the best in the world. Do you want to hear a mix of both? So if chat room could respond to that, that'd be swell. But what do you guys like most about this? Aside from domination and actually playing the game since a month, you had a month withdrawal.
Looper should talk. Or typo. I feel I talk too much.
I mean, I
I
feel
thought
like
you were
all I did
asking
was
the
from-
stream, so.
Oh, no. I mean, you're entertaining the chat anyway. Yeah, Luke, go for it.
I was kind of talking to the chat about the audio. I'm so
no,
sorry.
what'd you-
I do want to say I'm sorry about the audio. Like, this is our first time doing all of the video and the audio, so we still have some things to work out with it.
What did you enjoy in the weekend? Because you mostly did PvP from what I saw, right?
Yeah, I mostly did PvE, so I was kind of trying to keep the AC stream having a PvP stream and a PvE stream, and then during the nighttime I was mostly playing PvE. I was really trying to level up as fast as I could, kind of, but I don't know.
Wait, did you hit
I think I have to
last night?
say, yeah, that last time I did, I got to 28, but then they wiped all the characters because I was like all excited. I was like, yay, I'm gonna get to do dungeons next BWE. Sadner.
When I read that news announcement, you are the first person I thought of, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, no. But I think that the most fun I had was learning the Sylvari story. I think that their story was way more entertaining than the human area, and I also think that just the variations in mobs that I was fighting was way more fun in the Sylvari area than in the humans, like not just fighting centaurs. So that was pretty fun for me. And I was playing a Guardian, which I hadn't really played much of, so it was different. I still love my engineer.
Engineers are sweet. They did boost to them. They definitely don't stink, and I like them now.
I thought they
It
broke
is.
some things. People were talking about how the shield was broken because it wasn't actually knocking back, and that they nerfed the flamethrower, which makes me sad.
They made a weekend one. I mean, they weren't good. Don't try to hype your class, Court.
Okay, they weren't good in one because can you really learn an engineer in like 3 days? I think not.
All right.
Yeah, it's a very complex class.
It is.
I don't know. We saw some
Um,
good YouTube footage of some engineers, and I thought they did pretty well.
The Team Paradigm had it all. He's pretty good. He has some bit of commentary. Real quick, I can't plug it, but he does video and commentary in English and German. That's
Telf.
awesome. What?
Telf. T-E-L-F.
No, that's one of our guys.
Is it?
Yeah, tell us one of the BNC guys. Or something like that. I'll find it and throw him in a second here. Oh, Teldo. Yeah, there you go. Sets knows what's up.
Someone knows
That's
what's
on
up.
my like angry list.
Oh.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Got
Let's
some
start
drama
some
on the
drama.
BNC.
Maybe we'll get more. Yeah, I want to start drama of it. So going from kind of the balance and compositions, and feel free to ask questions in chat room. We're happy to engage with you guys. But glory rewards and the Mystic Forge is kind of like one topic, so to speak. But glory rewards, you don't get any exotic gear if you buy a copper one, and that goes the same for, I guess, tournament rewards. Can you get copper?
So realistically, who ever bought a copper chest? Like
That
really?
is true. Why would you ever, even if the system works, why would you want like copper?
Gold. It's all about that gold.
That gold.
That
I want
bling
platinum
bling.
on my tube.
Where's my Grand Master chest?
Did you guys
Where's
get
my
any good
six
loot?
pool?
We went over it a lot in between matches, but because we were going so fast. I mean, did you guys get some really sweet looking gear?
I actually kind of got poop for gear this beta weekend event. Like last one, I got a whole lot of stuff, but this one I got maybe, I don't think I even set for my engineer, even though we won all of those tests, which got me the first place chest and plus all the rank up awards.
Yeah. I on like 3 or 4 tournaments. I don't know, typo was there. We won a couple, I think. And my warrior looked awesome. We had the Flame Legion, and if you go to my videos on YouTube, you'll see it. He's decked out in black and pink, which are the true colors of BNC. But I didn't get anything on my Elementalist. She didn't look that cool, which I was kind of bummed about. And that's kind of the element. So how do you feel about the RNG with PvP?
For me, I mostly experienced PvE, so I think that there definitely needs to be some more gear for PvE players as well. Like I didn't get anything that looked extremely cool. Like I think the coolest thing I got was a sword. It was a great sword and it had like a dragon eye on it and it kind of looked really cool. It was one of the quest rewards I got from doing the Savari storyline. But then literally like a second later I upgraded to another sword that was like really shitty looking. But it was way better, so I had to use it. So, and there was like nothing I could do. I couldn't put it in like a look slot or anything. I just had to use the better one.
I think like the randomization of gear from chests, just so if you ever make another character, you can just kind of hop on and be like, oh, I already have an awesome set ready to go.
Yeah, I do like that.
You don't have to like build it up over time.
I don't know, I kind of wish there would be either you could outright buy the one item that you want for either a really high cost or even like a traditional crafting system with all the items in it. Like you could salvage however many items, like 10 items, and be able to get the mats for this one cool item that you want.
Yeah,
just
I agree with that.
on RNG with the Mystic Forge.
I was saying that last time I was on BNC I definitely agree. I think that you should be able to buy the item for like an extremely high cost. That way you can get the one that you exactly want, or you can just pay the the RNG loot item cost for that. I think that's the best way to do it. Crafting might be an interesting take on it, but I don't know how they're gonna do that for. Like, how would you get the regions for that? Are you going to actually do PvP stuff, or, like, you know what I mean?
Well,
From
they
my
have
own
the Mystic
opponents.
Forge. Like, you salvage the PvP gear you get to put in the Mystic Forge.
Okay. So you just salvage whatever crappy gear that you get, and then hopefully you get items that you need to make
And
that
then you
Uber
go
item.
to RNG round 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
RNG regents, go, go!
I mean, it kind of divvies. It kind of cuts down the RNG because you go, well, I really like shoulders, so I kept trying for shoulders and chest because that's all that really matters when it comes to character aesthetics.
And faces matter.
Dude, had you seen my tree face?
Dude,
She
you
was
gotta
already
have your
freaking me.
awesome weapon, too, that looks badass.
I had a bramble tree, so I set up a bramble staff, and I was a Sylvari, so I was decked out in like nature stuff, despite being a necrom. I thought it was pretty sweet.
I was kind of sad as a Sylvari leveling up. I didn't get any cool Sylvari gear. I was at least hoping that as I did the Sylvari questline that I would get some Sylvari, armor or something. Because I understand, like, doing all the other world stuff, I'm not going to get Sylvari items, even though I'm helping Sylvari people. I don't know. But, I don't know, it's kind of sad that I didn't get any cool plant-like armor.
There's a thread on Reddit. It's probably like on page 2 or 3 now, but they did the cultural Sylvari armor. It's level 35. It took a while to get apparently, but it looked really sweet. It looked really cool.
I do want to say that we got our goal. You have more than 2 followers now.
Oh sweet! Hey guys, hit follow. We need more followers. I'll give out gems or something if we break 100. I don't like 2 gems when the game goes live.
How are you gonna give out gems? Are they gonna
Oh,
allow you to
something
gift gems? I
I'm
didn't.
sure there'll be.
You just trade gems in game.
Oh,
Can you actually
okay.
trade?
I didn't know you could trade
You
them.
can
I
convert
didn't
gems
really
to
mess
currency.
with anything.
Mail.
And then give them currency.
Well, I'll figure it out, but I'll make up some fake reward for breaking 100. I promise the best fake reward ever. BWE keys. I see what you did there. Oh, okay. So Alindros had a question. Very general question, which can have a long answer. So what's your opinion on the Guardian, both in PvE and PvP applications, considering playing that or the Elementalist come live? Who wants to grapple that?
Elementalist suck. That's
They're
biased opinion. Then.
They're OP with Guardians. So Alindros wants to play an OP profession, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that there's really OP builds for both of them. I think that Guardian is more fun to play in PvP than PvE. Well, I haven't played any like dungeon-esque type things, so I don't know. But I was very tanky. But it was like, I don't know. I didn't get high enough level to really, you know, spec into traits or anything PvE-wise. I think, and that's the thing too. I was talking to Total Biscuit on my stream, and he was saying how it kind of sucks because you can't experience that high level stuff because they're not allowing us to. And literally, like, your stories end at about level 20-ish, possibly before, depending on like how uber you are at getting through the quest
They
line.
resume later on. Apparently, that's another topic we can hit in a moment.
What was that? Sorry, you cut up a little bit.
Oh, there is a post from the devs, and because the forums are down, you can't see it, but it's everywhere else, that apparently the storylines in such, like the profession and jazz, apparently continue all the way until voice acted.
Yeah, see, I would have liked to experience that, or, you know, I don't know.
I think there's a gap after 20. At least that's what I imagine, because I did mine up to 18 on my warrior, beta weekend 1, and then I dropped PvE, but it like ended.
No, it says that. It says, like, it's a demo, and it says the rest will be on release.
Oh,
Guys,
I can't
you gotta
read.
read, man. That's what I was just talking
I'm
about. I was
avoid
saying
that.
how they don't allow you to go any further, so, like, that's as far as you get in the story. And I was really curious what was gonna happen next. So...
I just kind of hearing and reading all these things people
It's
expect
kind of
out me.
distracting,
It's-
too, if you're looking at chat, because you're like, oh, not really
I
paying
am looking at the
attention,
chat.
so.
I'm paying attention to spirit.
Cork had this, like, really creepy grin on his face 5 seconds ago, so I'm wondering what he was thinking.
What? You're crazy.
I vote.
Someone
I-
says
I've
no
always
more
liked the heavy
drugs
armor
for
guys.
you.
What?
They said.
Whatever. I think you should go Guardian because they're heavy armor dude, and everyone knows you should keep it metal. So.
I don't know, I had more fun as an engineer. I think Guardian's gonna be a lot of fun whenever you get into a dungeon with, like, other people, because you're gonna be able to
I bet,
support
I'm
them.
sure.
I don't know.
What do you guys vote? Engineer or engineer? For the guys, engineers is your answer.
Also Guardian.
Alindros, you should just go engineer apparently. We'll go back to some other questions, but how useless is the Guild Lord in Fofi right now? Cork, I think you had some rage about that.
Yeah, a little bit of rage about it.
Alright, bring it.
The Guild Lord is completely useless pretty much right now. The name of the game is be the team that can hold the point better. And if you can do that, there's no need to get the Guild Lord because you'll just win on points. If they go for the Guild Lord, you'll triple them, defend your Guild Lord, whatever, it's easy. If you're losing and can't control all the points, you can try and like send half your guys to the Guild Lord in kind of a feign attempt in order for them to send or try and hope that they send too many people there so you can capture the points, maybe regain control there. Never, not once did I see someone actually take the Guild Lord strategically and like help them win them. We only did it because it was like, wow, we're off storming this team. Let's go kill the Guild Lord guys,
Right.
so we can finish this match.
Now, I'm going to be devil's advocate real quick and say one of the first Hot Join games I played, it was like neck and neck, and then we killed the Guild Lord and we won. So I guess it has a better place in Hot Join. But in Structured, where it's like 5v5 tournament, like, let's have a strat, we're going to stack all our conditions and boons and be an actual team, Guild Lord really doesn't have a place right now.
The thing there with that is that if you look at sending a lot more of your people to the Guild Lord to try and do something in a 5v5 team, whereas an 8v8 team, you'll just like send 5 guys to the Guild Lord to take them out. Meanwhile, you have other support guardians just sitting on points, being like, "We don't want these." And so I think it can be more viable in 8v8. That why are you going to try and balance the game on stupid hot joinable 8v8s?
Yeah.
Do you think that, maybe just because I'm listening, I haven't really gotten to do as much PvP the last couple of BWEs, but do you think that maybe it's the whole, like, spawning and then when you die issue, where, like, are they still doing the wave thing?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think
why
that
do you
might be the
remind me
case.
of all the bad
So I
things?
think that like that could solve a lot of things. If you actually die, it should be detrimental to you. I think that in a lot of games, like if you play League or Smite or other games that are, you know, a little bit more, you know, PvP oriented, you're gonna see people not come in waves. If you die, it's like it's your fault. You effed up, and now your team is one man down. And I think that that needs to change. I think that they need to go away from wave spawning. I think wave spawning can work if you're like playing World v World v World, because it's more Zerg mentality, and you're actually wanting people to work in larger groups. And in a 5v5 match that's for tournaments, I think that your actions need to make a big difference. If you die, people should not be able, like, your teammates need to go into defense mode. Or if, you know, you kill two of their guys, now you're like, okay, they don't have many guys. If we keep one guy or two guys up and the rest of us go and take their lord or whatever, then we're going to be up on them, right? And then they're going to be down, so we can get their lord before that they can come and resecure it, or, you know, fight us off and fend us off, because they're going to be right by their spawn point. So I mean, they're just like little things like that, especially with the, I don't know, they need to get away from the wave spawning. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys
I think that would run on fire. I don't know if it would work on Kylo, just from the nature of the trebuchet.
Why do you think the trebuchet has anything to do with it?
Well, just because a trebuchet can flat out kill 4 people in shots, and with a high res timer, like, you can dominate the map in that time.
Don't you think that
Yeah,
maybe
it's,
then the issue with that is that you don't want to send 4 people? Then that will make people realize on the trebuchet maps that they don't want to send 4 people to a single point, and if they do, it could be detrimental because they could all die to the trebuchet. Or if the trebuchet was harder to repair, because I know you all agree the trebuchet should be harder to repair. If the trebuchet was harder to repair, you could be like, tactically, let's go take down the trebuchet, or have one guy take it down, and then the rest of you are like, alright, now the trebuchet's down, now we can all zerg onto this one point that we need, and wipe them out. Now they're all down, and I don't know, then what? Just go hold the points. And I will agree with that. Samoa back there just said that it takes longer to kill it than to repair it. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, like if it wasn't waving the trebuchet, both teams have a trebuchet. It just makes it's a power weapon. If you watch like Halo competitively, you have your power weapons: the sniper rifle and the rocket launcher. And a lot of FPS games have those power weapons. That's what the map is about: controlling those areas. Like, and that could be the same thing for Kylo, like controlling, not letting them redo their group and keeping yours alive.
Yeah.
The apartment isn't burning down. I'm back. That's all.
The apartment's not burning down. That's good. Oh my goodness.
I saved. Don't worry. I'm back. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We have a real life firefighter here in the midst of us. Actually, I think he's on this side of me.
We had a pretty interesting strat for Kylo that worked for us well. It's kind of like a global presence. We had one person go to
Trebuchet.
Treb, one person go to 2 people go to the clock tower. It's just kind of like a map presence.
Yeah, Quark basically know the trebuchet like a boss, and any area that was under siege, Quark basically nuked them, and we won.
Quark is
So
a
that most-
beast.
Good
We have lots of
times.
footage of Quark being a beast on the trebuchet. Now I have to ask, have you played Gunbound?
I played a lot of guns.
Okay, because
Oh, wow.
I played so much Gunbound during middle school and high school. I think that might have helped you. Because it's all about, you know,
played
power
Gunbound.
and frickin'
I've
angles.
played worms, and I've played tanks, or pocket tanks, or whatever that's called. And first beta weekend event, I played a lot of trebuchet so I could glory farm, because every
Yeah.
tick of damage you did got you 3 glory.
Sorry, I had to ask. But yeah, we have lots of footage of Quark doing that. I'll have to get our video guy to just do a collage of that, even if it's in your crappy 320 quality or whatever you're streaming in.
Oh, terrible.
I have some fraps of it.
Oh, so one thing we were thinking
awesome.
about. We'll go back to questions. I see lots of questions there. But like, me and Type were recording a lot, so we'd be like recording, and then all of a sudden go to Quark, like setting it, and go back to us, and just like all the enemies dying. It'd be awesome. It'd be totally sweet.
Okay, someone in chat is saying that they're saying like, wait, Perfect Storm, that's why there's a wave spawn, because there's a down state. Do you really think that the down state negates the whole wave spawning thing? I don't think so. I think the down state is
No,
even more
it doesn't
reason
at
to
all.
not have a wave spawn, because the down state is basically you're not dying. You have like a huge chance. Your probability of living is way higher because of the down state. As long as your teammates aren't being jerks and they're actually reviving you, because that's really important. And I think that also, if there was it was not a wave spawning whole dealio, that picking your friends up and making sure that you pick them up in a down state is going to be so much more important than right now. Because if you don't pick them up, you're like, alright, well, I didn't pick them up, now they're just going to respawn. So it's not a big deal.
Nah, if you want to know the supreme douche move to do in Guild Wars right now, you can actually tell what the wave spawning is by the clock, because it counts down at like 20 seconds, 16 seconds, I forget right now, but I know it. Is you down them, you look at the clock, and you're like, they could spawn in 50 seconds if I kill them right now. Rather, I'm just going to let them res, or almost res to where they're full, shoot them once or twice or whatever, so they don't quite res, and they have either two choices. One, try and res again, I'll shoot them, whatever. Or two, wait for them to bleed out, which will take a really long time, and then I can also control when you're going to die, so that you'll have the most time respawn.
Yeah, and I think right now that is probably going to be the most tactical thing to do, is do those kind of things where you're like, alright, the wave spawning time period is going to be X time, so this guy, I'm just going to leave him in the down state, kind of like hit him every once in a while to make sure he's not getting healed up. And I mean, that's actually been something that we've been seeing people do in general. Like if they're 1v1ing at a point, they'll just like leave the guy in the down state, and the guy's like, what the fuck, why isn't he killing me? Well, that's why. He doesn't want you to respawn, and if he keeps you down there, whatever, you're throwing some rocks at him or some missiles, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best way to play is a douche move right now, which shouldn't be how it is.
Also, someone said you
downstate
have some
on
kick-ass hair, Quark.
Downstate.
If you're on the downstate on a point, you can still cap it.
I don't go down ever.
Don't lie.
Okay, I do. I probably died the most.
I have been in a downstate on a point and neutralized it many times.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, so many questions. Oh my gosh. Do you think there should be a diminishing return on crowd control? That's opening a box right there.
Yes.
Yes. Let's just say yes and move on.
Okay. Okay.
There should always
quick and
be. I don't know why people think there shouldn't be. I also think that
Diminishing return.
right now that they should, like right now they kind of stack. So if you all put, there's no tactical strategy in this, and I think I've talked about this in previous BNCs, and I think I may have talked about it in other podcasts that I've been on. But you can all just put your stun on them at any time, and it'll all just basically continue to stack up, and it'll do the period. Instead of saying like, okay, you do yours for your 1 second, I'll do mine for a second. You actually have to time it instead of you all blowing it at once. If it was more tactical like that, then I think that it wouldn't, diminishing returns on that wouldn't be as detrimental. But right now it's like, alright, just all throw it up there, and it's, whatever. Right now it is necessary. If they're going to keep those stacking rules, then they definitely need it. And that's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, going off that, thieves can spec to share their venoms with everybody, and one of their venoms is to, on your next 2 attacks, you apply Immobilize. And so you have to 5 people, and essentially you can focus someone and keep them immobilized for, like, I don't know, 10 seconds without much, unless they have something to break it.
The thief alone can do that actually really well.
Well, sure,
If
but
they
then you
just-
can apply it to everybody.
Yeah.
No, thieves definitely fill the niche of here. CC immobilize and we'll down this person. That's what they do. But that's all they really, I think, can do.
Yeah,
Thieves
thieves
win
have
the
a place
first
in
fight.
PvP. in group PvP they have a place, but I worry about them in other areas, especially in PvP. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely don't do enough damage. I feel they're just kind of support.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna be ending things up. Appreciate everyone coming. We had a lot of folks. Don't forget the follow button. Really quick, just want to ask one more question as a round table. What is to be your race and profession of choice of your main at launch?
I'll have two main characters. One will be Savari, one will be Asura, one will be Engineer, and one will be Guardian.
Which one's going to be the engineer? Which one's going to be the
I don't know.
I think the engineer should be the Asura.
Yeah, that should be a gimme. Come on now.
Because they're all about technology.
Perhaps.
Cork has this thinking face on. He's like,
And he's thinking really hard. Look at him. All right, well, Typo, let's go to you. What are you gonna be playing? I think I already know.
Yeah, it might come as a surprise, but Sylvari Ranger.
Wow.
oh, that's
Wow.
like what I would think a ranger would play.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Typo will bleed you out, and you'll just cry. I hate fighting Typo and Hot Join. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Rangers are just so much fun. I love
They're
rangers.
really fun.
Now,
They're fun.
I don't know if their pets weren't derpy. It might not be too
They
bad.
did improve them quite a lot.
Still, they're delicious. So,
They're delicious.
yeah. Well, what about you?
Well, for me, I'm still debating what race I want to play, but I'm probably going to have a Char Engineer, no doubt. Char Engineer, I will definitely have one of those. And then I don't know, I'm still debating what I want to do with my other characters. I'm thinking Sylvari, just because I want to know the rest of the Sylvari story, and I really like their story. I normally would want to play a human, just because they look the coolest to me out of all of them. But I didn't like the human story. I didn't like playing through that at all. Like, it was just, I don't know. Whoever did the human story, I'm really sorry, but it's not as entertaining as the Sylvari one. And I don't remember any of the characters really from the human area, and I remember at least 4 characters from the Sylvari area, and I really thought it was.
They're not as memorable.
I don't
they're
know
not
what
as
class
memorable.
I'll play. Maybe Guardian? I don't know. Probably Ranger. I bet you it's gonna be Sylvari Ranger. I think I'm gonna go with a typo on this because I really like the Ranger, and I'm probably gonna play a Ranger for PvP stuff. So yeah, that's what it's gonna end up being.
They're good. They're good.
You'll have to see my spec. It's
Oh,
kind
yeah?
of overpowered.
I'm reporting it, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah,
I love the sword and Warhorn combo. I just love it. I don't know why.
I used Axe Warhorn and Sword Dagger.
Ooh, that's what it is. Axe Warhorn is what I ended up liking because that thing's OP. The axe is OP.
Axe is really strong.
hmm
Rising. I was so bent on Warrior, but I don't know. If they can buff the Necro or round it out a little bit more, because playing support's fun. I don't know why. I like support Warrior. I like support Necro.
Just go Guardian.
I'm just a
strong.
wannabe Guardian.
Strong.
I secretly want to be a Guardian, I think.
Guardians are fun. I think they're really fun. I had fun playing them in PvE, even though it was weird playing them as a solo class. So I was gonna start building them as a more DPS class, just because I was like, oh my god, I just need more DPS. That was mostly the problem, I think, for me. So just very tanky, slow damage. Although I started getting some really cool weapons and combos, so I was able to like one-shot a mob with like all 5 of my abilities and then swap to the next and then combo. Gorg has a crazy face on. Oh, you stopped. I was gonna zoom in on you.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, earlier I totally should have screenshot it, but I was like, dude, Quark, you have a dirt face on. This is like when we were setting up everything. It's pretty funny. Things you missed pre-launching.
Pre-launching. Yeah, the 4 or 5 hours of.
Yeah, we're like, let's do it. Let's go live. And literally, I made
Today-
all of this stuff in like 5 seconds.
I appreciate everyone who's stuck around. Like, there's a lot of people in the chat before, and just XSplit, there's Skype, microphone issues. Like tonight's been ridiculous. I think my girlfriend wants to kill me. So, oh well.
That's like
I'll see you
not
guys
even with it.
I'll see you guys in Valhalla. I'll be playing Guild Wars 2 there. Okay. So we're gonna wrap it up for Rizzles. As always, go to our website, put in your RSS feed. Bobbers there. It's GW2BNC.com or boonsandconditions.com. We have both URLs. Go to Twitter, go to Twitch, follow on both. You can look us up on Facebook. We're going to be releasing a lot of footage. Ideally, Typo and Quark hook us up some of the footage, and we can cast and commentate them. You guys apparently want everything. You want the raw footage, you want commentated matches, so we'll do both. We'll go over team compositions and builds potentially. What do you guys want to see? So use the contact form on the website as well. Let us know what you want. What can be improved upon as well. We love feedback. But otherwise, I guess we can do another live stream next week.
Yeah, and we'll try to figure out all these sound issues. I know that we have a lot of them, and it's probably terrible for all of you. But we'll figure out what's going on and try to, fix that up. Also, I guess we should do some shoutouts for our lovely guests here. So I'll let Typo give us his information so that he can tell us where to find him at.
Where can we find you, buddy?
I'm in San Diego, California.
Oh, okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, he's gonna give us his address. Not creepy at all.
Yeah, no. I'm at Octavian. My name on the Skype call or the feed.
The Twitter.
Yes.
You'll get used to eating yourself. Never mind.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no!
PG-13.
We're gonna need
I swear.
to put the you need to be 18
That's
or
basically
older.
all it is right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, Quark, you're good at doing social media stuff for a little bit, to a degree.
You can find me at AC_Quark.
Look
not
into the camera.
Look into the camera. Okay. You can find me there. Make sure you have the underscore Twitter. Or my Twitch page is AC Quark with no underscore. Or Alpha Collective.
This isn't a dating website. Look at his face. He's like, if you want to date me.
I don't know what to say. You're putting me on the spot.
This is what I'm really good at. I'm good at putting people on.
Oh, just wait till PAX, because his birthday is like, he turns 21 right before PAX, so we're going to get him wasted, and I have a video camera now.
So wasted, guys. And there's a video footage of it.
Jeremore had it right. Find Quark and match.
I need to make you a Match.com Quark page now. Dude, we could do a charity event and like get Quark a date. Although your girlfriend might not like that.
Whatever. Same thing, right?
When is PAX?
PAX is August
PAX, interestingly
31st
enough,
through September
is the
2nd.
weekend that Guild Wars 2 launches.
I heard some esports team was going to be there.
I heard that too. Alpha Collective.
Oh.
And I am, since we didn't do mine yet, I'm Luperza. You can find me on Twitter at Perfect Storm. And I'm Margaret Crone. That's my real name. No lies. On Facebook, that's my website also, and all my social networks are linked there as well as some music and stuff. I don't know if you're into that. I know that me and Faye both do vlogs, so if you're interested in checking those out, definitely check out our YouTube pages. I know mine is on my link to my site. I'm not sure where's your vlog at Phalo?
I think right now it just goes to my YouTube, and I cleared it of all my vlogs. But if you go to Phalor.com or Tagnixer.com, which is Drow for dark, or for dragon, as you all probably know. Keep up with your drow. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my warrior's name is Dragon and Drow, so I'm a nerd. Here it comes all the hate. But yeah, Phalor.com.
We're all on a webcast about a video game, and they're listening to it. I think we're all equally nerds.
I will be the superior nerd. No, I mean, at Facebook.Failor, they have subscribers enabled. Yeah, if you Google Failor, there'll be embarrassing stuff there, so whatever. I've been around for a little bit.
Failor.com or markercurrent.com, you'll find both of our social networks easily. And be sure to follow us here on the Boons and Conditions page. We'll be back with some more broadcasts and webcast stuff. Hopefully next week we'll do one. We'll see how it all goes. And don't forget, if you pre-order now, you'll be able to get in on the 25th. And if you don't, then you'll get in on the 28th, but it still is cool.
Yeah, you're still alright. Alright, thanks again for coming and being here, and Priza hosting and all that fun stuff. So thanks everyone.
So we'll do our outros, I guess.
Yay,
I don't know what you want to say. Cork?
Raise the roof.
Cork doesn't have a goodbye.
Raise the roof.
I don't really like long walks on the bed. I'd rather stay inside all night. Video games with whoever I'm going to be paired with.
Paired?
Typo?
Ain't no party like my NST party. Anyone get the reference?
No.
Vitally Concords.
Thank you.
Oh. Mine's Keep It Heavy, which I did in my vlog video for how to prepare for a beta weekend, which was lots of caffeine and whey protein and doing body squats.
And his video looks better than his video right now.
I remember the first time I saw on that, I was like, who is this guy?
Oh, is that the first time you saw me? Yeah. Everyone's like, I really like your hair. I'm like, Cork has better hair than me. I don't want to hear it. No.
Cork does have some nice hair. I had better hair, and so I chopped it all off.
Oh.
Alright, well mine is Toodles, and I hope that we will see you again here on the BNC page. Don't forget to check out Alpha Collective, and we also have a Twitch page at twitch.tv/Alpha Collective. So, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Kill the call. Kill it with fire. Quattro thing. Can they still hear me? I love you all. I didn't say it earlier. I love everyone.
This is like after hours talking now.
Lane.
Hmm.
Match.com profile. Match.com. I have an OkCupid profile. People can go to it. Go. Actually, I gave it
I
up.
don't think your girlfriend's gonna like
Hate it.
that one.
Wait, this is where I talk bad about the people in the room. That Jeremore guy